According to CSN News, 37% of Americans are in debt due to a car loan. In addition, Financial Times states that the average American will buy around 6 cars in their lifetime. Almost everyone hits a point in their life where they're responsible to buy their own car. A KBB survey referred to by Abigail Wilkinson found that among Generation Z, 92% own or plan to own their own vehicle. I've grown up in a family that has bought both used cars as well as new cars, and I've gotten to see the pros and cons of both of those. Buying a used car for one of your first cars is a wise decision, and it would help be beneficial to you in many aspects, especially financially. I would like to discuss today expense savings, insurance rate reductions, and the avoidance of depreciation that will occur when you choose to buy a used car versus a new car. Buying a new or used car is very tricky wherever you go. You have to think about talking to the dealership, budgeting, as well as just your final decisions. It's important to know beforehand where you stand on what kind of car you want to buy. The first thing I would like to talk to you about is the expense that you can save by buying a used car. Price tags of used cars will be much less than the new version of the exact same model. Cars lose value with every passing mile, and the largest decline happens in the year right after they are bought. Safe Auto says that many cars lose 40% of their value Safe Auto says that more cars lose 40% of their value or more within the first year. In a sense, buying used cars also prevents mental depreciation. For example, you are less likely to be overwhelmed by getting a car dinged or having a fender bender. Not only does it help you to be less overwhelmed mentally, as well as with your insurance. Insurance rates are affected by the age of a car. Fortunately, the older the car, the lower the insurance. This is because it is easier for them to replace your parts and to restore your car to its usual with older cars, because the older cars have cheaper parts. In today's society, buying has almost as much to do with satisfaction as it does with necessity. Many people think of used cars as just damaged old cars that are unwanted. However, used only means that it has been bought new at one point. So some used cars are damaged. However, some used cars are also just new cars that have been bought and barely used. It also helps you to buy above the model that you would be able to buy if you were buying that car new. In many cases, it also allows you to pay for the car 100% with your own money rather than having to get loans. Today I have shared with you how buying a used car can help you to save in your expenses. It also is lower in insurance, and it can help you to be satisfied and less overwhelmed. Buying a used car is a very wise decision if you're a first-time buyer, and even if you aren't a first-time buyer, it will help you to save a lot of money and a lot of stress. Buying used cars prevents you from going into debt, as well as paying more than necessary to find a car that you will enjoy.